Hello and welcome to our unboxing of the HTC Desire 500, HTC's newest entry-level smartphone. Now, HTC have been using the One brand for their recent flagship devices for the last couple of years. It's nice to see that the Desire brand is still going strong, even if it is being used for their entry-level devices. Now, a quick look inside the box. We've got our standard bits of paperwork, warranty, quick start guide, and basic accessories to get you going. Mains charger, micro USB cable, and in there is a set of earphones. Pop those back in the box, put them over there. And so a quick look at the device, slide it out of that plastic covering that it comes in. We have a gloss black finish all over the device. HTC branding here on the front, at the top, and also at the back in the center. And confirmation of the Beats audio sound enhancement available on the Desire 500, as with all other current HTC smartphones. Screen size, we're going for a 4.3-inch screen here. It's WVGA, so it's 800 by 480 resolution. Not the highest resolution screen, but this is an entry-level phone, and at 4.3 inches, a smaller phone as well. To put that size into perspective, I've got an Xperia SP here, which has a 4.5-inch screen, usable screen. Actual size-wise of the phone, very similar height, width-wise. So if you've held an Xperia SP or an S4 Mini, which I haven't got a dummy model here to hand, it's very similar in size to the S4 Mini and weighs as well. Quick look at the hardware buttons on the device. We've got the volume rocker here on the right, up and down, power button on the top. That's it for hardware. HTC soft keys, continuing with the two-button design approach, just the back and the home buttons available here. So that doesn't have the new Android button for selecting all the currently open applications. Now, look inside quickly. It does have a removable back cover here on the Desire 500. Can be a little bit of a fiddle to get it off. Yeah, upside down and pull from the right. There we go. So removable back cover. The antenna positioning is here on the what would be the top left when you're holding it face on, top right from the back side. We've got micro SIM slots. Micro SD support up to 64 gigabytes, which is nice to see. The One series of HTC devices are sealed units, so you don't get any expandable storage. Whereas the Desire 500 does have expandable storage. Removable battery as well, so in keeping with the Desire branding and Desire design language, removable back cover, removable battery. This is 1800 milliamps, not the largest, but also it's not the same power draw from this device as others, so you still get a decent day's life out of the device. In terms of power draw and memory, the Desire 500 is using the new Snapdragon 200 processor. That's a quad-core processor clocked at 1.2 gigahertz. So it's one of the new family of Snapdragons. It's the entry-level quad-core Snapdragon, so expect more entry-level devices this year to be using that Snapdragon 200, but the Desire 500 is one of the first. So it'll have a bit of a speed boost and a power gain over other 1.2 gig quad-core devices from last year and from previous generations. Internal storage is 4 gigabytes, although as stated before, there is support inside there for a 64 gig micro SD card. Jumping into the device, we've got Sense 5 running. So if you've played with an HTC One or a One Mini at any point, you may have seen Sense 5. When you open the lock screen, you're taken to HTC's Blink feed. This is a feed of any social media activity and accounts you have linked with your Desire 500, and also any news feeds, things like Flipboard. All feeds through into Blink feed, so you get a quick update of what's happening. At the moment, it's empty here because... one moment, get back in there. Empty here because there's no actual accounts stored on this device, but you'll get a feed through. And Sense 5, have a quick look at the app drawer. Yeah, there's the Sense 5 3x3 app layout as well in the app drawer. Pop into the settings quickly. And you got Sense 5's clean white layout. So have a quick look at some of the language options as well. We've got the UK version here, which is for use across the EU, and opening up the system language options. As it's the UK variant for use in the EU, there's not many system languages installed. We've got German, English, French, Italian and Polish, with a few regional dialects in there. That's it for system languages. Quite a few more on the keyboard options here. If we go into Sense Input, keyboard selection, and take a look at the languages, and just slowly scroll through these. We will do a separate post on the available languages for the Desire 500 if you want to take another look. Again, mostly European, although there are some Asian and character languages available in there as well. Connectivity wise, the Desire 500 has Bluetooth 4. It also has Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Direct. It does not have NFC and it doesn't have 4G. So that's the downsides there to an entry-level device. Though if you're not, those aren't requirements, 4G and NFC aren't requirements for you, it's fine. It has all the other connectivity you would expect. Finally, camera. We do have an 8 megapixel camera, so it's quite a good camera for an entry-level device. Let's just open up here. Few basic settings available on the device. So we've got some preset modes and filters all available. Switch between the 8 megapixel rear camera and it's a 1.6 megapixel front camera. So quite a good quality front camera. Back onto the rear camera there. And there in the menus we've got some basic shooting modes. HDR, always nice to see HDR on a camera. High dynamic range. A lot of the new sensors are including that, so it's good to see it on an entry-level camera now rather than some of the higher-end cameras. Having taken a few pictures with this device, I can say that for an entry-level camera it's very good. It's the kind of image quality you would have expected from a flagship or close to flagship device from the previous generation. So HTC have made sure they've put a decent camera in this device, something they've shouted a lot about with their devices in recent times. So that there was our unboxing of the Desire 500. Thanks for watching.